Welcome back to Cameraland Tip of the Week. As wedding photography is in full-fledged and everybody's getting their bookings in, we'd like to highlight a couple of lenses that we feel you should definitely add to your kit. And so if you look at the Canon lenses we have in front of us, we have everything from the very, very high quality zooms to Canon's little nifty 50, as well as Olympus's 25mm 1.2. And today a special recognition needs definitely to be given to Sigma's Art Series lenses. Now, bearing in mind that wedding photography in itself is very diverse. There's so many aspects of photography you need to cover on that day that there is no one lens that's going to do it for you. You got everything from high-end portrait photography, fashion photography, photojournalism, landscape, architecture. There's just so many aspects that you need to ensure that you get recorded on that day to make sure you can tell the whole story. Now when we move back to the lenses, there's a sweet lens that we always like to bring out when we're doing portraits, when we're doing landscapes, when we're doing inside, low light. It just does so much for us, and that's definitely Canon 70-200 2.8. It's such a sweet focal length to use. It gives you that ability to do your portrait photography without being up in their faces. So other than the 70-200 2.8, another must-have in your bag is definitely going to be the 24-70 2.8. Now this gives you a much wider spectrum of photography that you're able to cover and still maintains the 2.8 aperture that you're going to need for the shallow depth of field or to get in there with your low light photography and holding on to ambient light. But the age-old debate is always going to be top-end zooms or high aperture zooms versus prime lenses. Now as we move through it, we can see we have the Canon 50mm or 85mm 1.2, the 50mm 1.8 nifty 50. But also then Olympus's 25mm 1.2. Now that might sound obscure, 25mm 1.2, but remember with Olympus, they're running a Micro Four Thirds system. A system that allows you to get so compact with their bodies, but allows you to double your focal length. So this in effect is a 50mm 1.2. And as most top-end photographers will tell you, that is a brilliant lens to have. It's so well designed, metal housing, just a pull back on the focus to move between autofocus and manual focus. Such a beautiful lens, again a must-have in your bag. The other primes we'd like to highlight is definitely going to be Sigma's Art lenses. Now this 35mm and the 50mm 1.4 will give you a different, a warmer, a more specific type of photography or look and feel that you'd want to achieve. Again, a little bit cheaper than what the branded lenses will go for, but definitely a prime of choice. Something that you're going to want to go for, something you want to invest in or work towards. But they've also launched a very, very good zoom lens. And theirs is then the 18-35 1.8. Now 18-35 1.8 allows you again to hold on to that shallow depth of field, but it'll also allow you to shoot whether you're doing video or photo in very difficult light conditions. A beautiful piece of glass. I mean, look at that. That's absolutely crazy. For a zoom lens to have that amount of glass in it is normally unheard of, and Sigma's done it. I think for this selection of lenses of here, if you add any one of these to your bag, you're definitely going to give your photography that edge and definitely going to get a lot more referrals and so forth and so on. Thank you guys for tuning into us today. Please visit us in store to look at these lenses at 68 Long Street, Cape Town. We have free parking for our clients at 55 Hout Street, or visit us online at www.cameraland.co.za. Thank you very much. Have a good one.